Years ago, the King of Scotland invited a local warlord to a banquet that he was having, and it was at one of his castles. But the problem is, the king wasn't really getting along with this warlord, in part because this warlord had named himself the Lord of the Isles, which riled the King of Scotland. And so, to showcase his sovereignty, the king seated him at one of the lowly places far from the king's table. And during the meal, the king sent one of his servants back to check on the Lord of the Isles to make sure he knew he was in a lowly place. And the Lord of the Isles said to the servant, "Go back to your king and tell him wherever the Lord of the Isles dines, that's the head of the table." Well, let me tell you, wherever Jesus dines, that is the head of the table. He is the head, and we have to bring back the table with Jesus seated at his rightful place. The most important thing anyone can do to strengthen their family and reproduce their faith is bring our kids back to the table. Sharing tables is one of the most uniquely human things we do. No other animal gathers around a table to share a meal. And sharing tables with other people reminds us that food is more than fuel. Tables are one of the most important places for human connections. We are often most fully alive when we're sharing a meal. We shouldn't be surprised then to find in the Bible God showing up at tables over and over and over again. One of the most spiritual disciplines that's important for us to recover for a kind of world that we live in is we need to recapture table fellowship. In the fast-paced, tech-saturated, attention-deficit disordered culture that we find ourselves, Christians need to recover the art of a slow meal gathered around the table with the people that mean the most to us. We need to capture the art of inviting people to our tables, sharing our life with them, and sharing our Jesus story with them.